once. Yes, friends, am I audible? Let me also confirm. Hope you're all doing good. Just a moment, friends. I believe I'm live, but let's just wait. Let's just wait to confirm. Rahul, good evening, Rahul. Am I audible to all of you? Perfect, perfect. Good evening, Rahul. Thank you so much. Good evening, Manish. Hope you're doing good. I hope my audio and video is all perfectly clear for all of you. Yes, friends, welcome to the live January 2026 weekly MCQ batch. So, in this batch, our objective is very clear: revise the entire AFM by December 15th, and every Sunday you will be having an exam from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. chapter wise. So after we finish the chapter wise exam, in the end you will have a mega examination also. That way every week you study, every week you write exam. This way when you go forward by December 15th, you will be absolutely thorough with your AFM, and in January 2026 you have to get an exemption just like so many students scored in the last attempt, friends. I'm not sure if I have put all those as status. I got numerous messages: 60, 75, 87, 92. Students have scored marks like crazy. I want you all to pass the exam. Send me a message in January that yes, I have cleared my exam and I have got an exemption in AFM. Friends, I am a very emotional teacher. I teach because I want you to win, and only when you win, that happiness that I get is tremendous. My only request is support me in this particular effort that I am taking for all of you and write the exam. I would like to share the analytics here, but I will do that after making two important announcements, friends. So just stay tuned over here. So my only request is, if you like these MCQs, if you are happy with the way classes are happening, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and also share it with as many friends as possible so that more students can benefit from this particular activity. Okay, friends, even before I go into the analytics of this thing, I have two important announcements to make over here, friends. Announcement number one is that coming Wednesday, today is what day? Today is Sunday, right? Coming Wednesday, I am going live at 7:30 p.m. with a unique Super 30 for CA final students. So in this, I have already made an index over here, friends. Today I was working on that. So I have got some very good questions which cover at least 75% of the concepts. So less question, more concept coverage. That is the objective of Super 30. So I am not taking very long questions, but good ones, short ones, which we can work out in 2 days of time. 7:30 p.m. I'll start on Wednesday. I may go up to 11 o'clock or 11:30 to cover as many questions as possible. My target is 20, but at least 15 I want to cover on Wednesday, so that in 2 days, Wednesday and Thursday, my class should get over. After my class, friends, you have many other faculties classes coming up. Hariharan sir is coming up for costing, SEMP syllabus. You have Aarti Lahoti ma'am coming in for audit. You have Jose Korean sir coming for DT, Arpita Tulsian ma'am coming for IDT. So please stay tuned. I'll share the group link in your weekly chapter MCQ. Please subscribe to that group and take advantage of this free Super 30 session. Next important announcement that I have to make is, friends, I have announced an intensive 12-day, 110-hour batch in Kochi. This is starting on November 17th. I think it's November 18th. 17th or 18th, friends. I'll exactly confirm the date very soon. That class is going to be from morning 8 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. So here I'll be covering as 100% concepts and a lot of questions. Along with that, certain more questions will be given to you as homework. In short, friends, in a span of 12 hours, you can finish off the entire AFM. If many of you are unable to write the MCQs, because you're not getting time to prepare. In this 12 days, you finish off with the entire AFM. Then you write all the exams in one stretch. One day you write one exam. You will get to know exactly where you stand that way also, friends. Are you all clear with these two important announcements that I had to make for all of you, friends? Yes. Now, utilize the opportunity and please share it among your friends. Now we will get back to the chapter-wise MCQ and we'll completely discuss this now. So friends, I'll show you the analytics right now as to how CA final students are attempting these things. First, security evaluation. Out of 161 students who install the app, yes, let me explain once again. Out of 161 people who install the app, 75 people have only written the exam. Friends, so I just want to know 161 people have taken the effort of downloading the app, requesting for the batch and enrolling, but still only 75 has written. Still 75 is a very good number. All of you who wrote this exam, hats off to all of you, and your marks are also coming down. Aditya, Abhirami, Sandra, like that many students have got very good marks. But if you see the trend after security evaluation got over, by the time I reached portfolio, the number has gone down to 50. So earlier it was 75, right? Now only 50 are writing. Remaining are procrastinating. This procrastination is very dangerous, friends. Hats off to all of you who wrote the exam. Now, when you write, many of us have the fear of failure. Oh my God, what if I fail? You can fail now. You have time for your exam. You can rewrite the test again. You don't have to just write it once and stop it there. You can rewrite the test again. And this app is so user friendly that the moment you complete your exam, you're getting the marks on the spot. You're getting the answer key on the spot. Friends, what more can I do? Please let me know. But my request is, if you're installing the app, since I'm giving it for free, my worry is that some of you are not taking it seriously. I request you all, please take it very seriously because I'm taking a lot of time, effort and money to make all these things. After I do this, my only objective is what? You write the exam, clear it in January, correct? So those of you who are not writing, my genuine request to all of you, please write. Utilize this one particular opportunity that I'm sharing with all of you. Those who wrote, high respect to all of you. Keep writing. It's absolutely fine if you fail. Fail now rather than keeping it procrastinated till January. It is very important, my dear friends. And now I'll show you the last exam that we conducted today. 40. So if you see the trend from 75, the number has come down to 50, then it has come down to 40. This is something which is disturbing. And I've been seeing this in all my past mentoring program. If any one of you have any feedback as to why this number is dipping down, something that I can do from my side to improvise this, let me know. I will definitely work on that. Hats off to all the 40 people who wrote. On an average, you have got 28 out of 50 marks. So when I come down, the highest is Vaishnavi R. Hats off Vaishnavi. 40 out of 50 you have scored an 80%. Aditya, Nitin, Amrita, Anjita, Venkatraman, Mia, Senthil, Ebinraj, Shifana, Hira, Sherin, Saumya, Vijayalakshmi, Dharmesh, Abhirami, Diya, Sharat, Alina. Up to here you have 60% marks. Pravina also 60%. Others, Sanika 29. I think getting above 30 should be the benchmark for the MCQ. Only then we can target a 40% in the upcoming exam. But hats off to all of you who wrote. Some of you have scored less than 30. That's absolutely fine. Nothing to worry in that case. What I request you all is rewrite again. Some of you have got less marks because when you are writing the exam, you got some call. When you try to pick the call or cut the call, the exam might get over. That one concern is there. You can rewrite. You have an option to rewrite the test. Everybody clear with this part? But please make sure you write it, friends, and give me excellent marks in January examination. Will you all please do that, friends? If yes, please type a yes in the chat box. Type a yes in the chat box. Perfect. Excellent, everyone. So now with this, let me go to the next part. Let us do a concept revision. For doing concept revision also, I have added you to a special batch. Correct? Which is that batch? I have added you to a special batch, which is AFM success batch. There are some more joining requests. I'll just add them also right away now. Perfect. So inside this, as I told you, you can revise the entire content in a very short span. Today, we will do a revision of portfolio management. Everybody clear? So, last week I couldn't come live due to an emergency, friends. That's for the reason I'm doing it today, right now, friends. So, actual return. How do you calculate actual return? P1 minus P0 plus D1 divided by P0. So, you take the previous year base price and you take the current year price and then you do the return calculation. Everybody clear with this part? Second, we also learnt about expected return. That is nothing but summation of outcome into probability. Various outcomes into probability, you can get an average marks over there. Covariance is nothing but P into x minus x bar the whole square, or the table format is x, y, p, x minus x bar, y minus y bar, p into x minus x bar into y minus y bar. Everybody clear with this part? Then we learned about correlation coefficient. Correlation coefficient, the formula is covariance of xy divided by standard deviation of x into standard deviation of y. So correlation will give you nothing but the relationship between two securities. If they are both moving in the same direction, it will be +1 will be the correlation. If they are moving in the negative opposite direction, we'll have a correlation of -1. Everybody clear with this part? Then we learned about the principle of dominance. If two securities are having the same return, select the security having lower risk. If two securities are having same risk, select the securities having higher return. Then we learned about beta. Beta, what is the formula? There are three formulas. Formula number 1, summation of xm minus n into x bar m bar divided by summation of m square minus n into m bar the whole square. Formula number 2 is what? Covariance of xm divided by variance of m. Formula number 3, standard deviation of x divided by standard deviation of m into correlation of xm. If you have only two securities there, then the formula will be change in x divided by change in m. Next one is CAPM return. The formula is RF plus beta into RM minus RF. So this is the required return. This got a Nobel Prize. This should be the return. Then we learned about security market line. Security market line is a point where you keep your beta as variable and you keep the remaining part as constant. Everybody clear? A graphical form is what you call it as SML. But in exam, they won't ask you the graph. What they will ask you in the exam is the SML equation. Everybody clear with this part now? Then we learned about alpha. Alpha is nothing but expected return minus required return. Or in other words, how much is your expectation more than what it should be? If alpha is positive, we should buy. If alpha is negative, we should sell. Everybody clear? Then we learned about the characteristic line. Characteristic line is nothing but a graphical representation of alpha where you use expected return is equal to alpha plus beta into RM. Now here what are they going to keep as variable? RM will be the variable factor coming in case of characteristic line. Then we learnt about risk. There is a total risk, you have diversifiable risk, and then you have not diversifiable risk. Total risk is nothing but standard deviation. Diversifiable risk is nothing but it is a balancing figure, and NDR is found out using the formula beta into standard deviation of the market. Everybody clear? So this is the formula for non-diversifiable risk. Everybody clear with this part? Then when you come down, diversifiable risk being the balancing figure, we can do it as total risk minus non-diversifiable risk. But we cannot add or subtract standard deviation. We can only add or subtract variance. So what will I do? I will take the total variance. I will take the non-diversifiable variance. I will subtract it, take a square root. That's how I will get the diversifiable risk. Everybody clear with this part? Then we learned about proxy beta. Friends, in order to take the proxy beta, you have to go by 4 steps. Step number 1, equity beta for alpha. Step number 2, overall beta of alpha. Step number 3, overall beta of alpha is equal to overall beta of gamma. Step number 4, overall beta of gamma. So like this, we can use the 4 steps to get the beta for an unlisted company. Then we learn about beta overall. Beta overall is nothing but beta equity into E divided by E plus D into 1 minus tax plus beta of debt into D into 1 minus tax whole divided by E plus D into 1 minus tax. Everybody clear? So then here, then we learned about arbitrage pricing theory model formula number 1. So formula number 1 is RF plus beta XM into RM minus RF plus beta XI into RI minus RF. What is XI? Inflation. What is XGDP? For every 1% change in GDP, what is the change happening in the security? This formula came because of ego problem. CAPM got a Nobel Prize. They wanted to get a Nobel Prize. Arbitrage pricing formula 2 is the same thing, but the only difference is we do actual value minus the expected value. Everybody clear with this part now? What is the new formula for covariance, friends? The new formula for covariance is beta of x into beta of y into variance of the market. So this I had given a very detailed concept in the class, friends. If you have not attended my class, I will give you a link at the end of this class where you will get the entire concept lectures free of cost. Then you have minimum risk portfolio. That is, to get the weight of x, the formula will be variance of y minus covariance of xy divided by variance of x plus variance of y minus 2 covariance of xy. Last one is combined risk using Markowitz method. That is nothing but a plus b the whole square. A square plus b square plus 2ab, or standard deviation of x weight of x the whole square plus standard deviation of y weight of y the whole square plus 2 into standard deviation x standard deviation y weight of x weight of y correlation of xy. For 3 security, it is a plus b plus c the whole square. That is a square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus 2bc plus 2ac. Everybody clear with this part now? In case of matrix method, you can also go with matrix method where you have to go by 3 steps. But this is not very important, friends, because your textbook doesn't have it. Draw the matrix, find the value, and then you take the combined risk. Not required because textbook doesn't have this. But this method helps you all to understand things much better. So friends, with this we have done with the complete revision. Now, if you want to get a detailed concept revision, what you have to do is just click here. I'll just show you how to get that. There is a link called a study material link. You click on this. You can click on portfolio management. Now, let us say you want to know more about this particular risk, actual return. Just click here. Correctly, you will get the actual return. Full video will play over here, friends. I think the YouTube is hanging. Give me a minute. Yeah, actual return. So here you will get the entire video, P1, P0, everything explained in depth. All right. So friends, this is one way how you can learn the concepts, or I'll give you option 2 also. Just go back, click on videos. Here you have portfolio revision. If you click here, in 1 hour, in 1 hour 13 minutes, I am giving the full concept revision over here. Complete concept revision. Are you clear with this part? So this way, in 1 hour, you can do the full concept revision one by one. Now what I have done is I have only given you the formula summary. Everybody clear so far now? So we are done with revision of portfolio. We have also discussed the MCQs. Next week, we'll check the study plan now. Let me go to the study material. No, not this, sorry. I have a new joining request now. I will add you. Done. Yes, let's check the study plan now. So this was the, hold on. Okay, so we told study plan, conceptual clarity, Problem solving skills, MCQ practice, theory. This is how you score an exemption. Study plan, I told you to invest 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Recall rather than reading. Better to study 2 hours daily. So I think now you are done security evaluation, you are done portfolio, you are done with mutual funds and capital budgeting. Next week, mergers and acquisition, business valuation. Okay, are you all ready for that now? Start preparing next Sunday, whether you're fully prepared or not, do it. Because by the time you complete that, friends, by November 16th, you would have done with 75% of the syllabus. Are you all clear with this part now? Fantastic. So friends, I think I've covered all the points. Do you have any doubts? Please let me know. Or you have my WhatsApp number also available with you, right? What is my WhatsApp number? 1 minute. Any doubts, you can message me, but you have to give me 2 to 3 days of time. I will revert and clear all your doubts. All right? Yes. So please pass on these two important information, friends. Super 30 for CA final begins this Wednesday. Just WhatsApp me. I will add you to the group. Other one is the intensive 12 days intensive AFM marathon starts on November 17th or 18th. I'll exactly confirm the date. So please pass on this information also. Thank you so much, friends. Study well. Let's work together. Let's win together. Thanks a lot. Have a nice time ahead. Take care, friends. Thank you.